Generic greetings and welcome to Elder Sign Omens. Today's beverage is... Oh, quite harsh, that's for sure. Hey, that's going to put hair on the inside of my chest. That is bourbon, which is the most accurate beverage you can pair with this game because everybody drinks it. So, this is a game... It's not actually. It's bourbon substitute, though, which is water, quite frankly. But it is a nice water. I think the similarities start and end at... they're both wet. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, this is a card/board game by Fantasy Flight Games, and I have played it a couple of times as a tabletop version, but the majority of my gaming has been either on tablet and mobile devices and a bit on the PC. But I haven't played it in quite some time, so I thought I would just jump on and play it and show you it, obviously. So we're going to go to play it, and essentially the way the game works is we are trying to stop an ancient one breaking through into the world, and we do that by investigating, collecting elder signs, defeating some foes, and then hopefully you'll win. And if you don't, then, you know, the end of the world, which is, you know, always a good premise. So, obviously, Lovecraftian, Cthulhu, that sort of thing. I'm not massively into my Cthulhu-verse stuff, but I'm getting more into it as time goes by, and I play a lot more board games, a lot of... I played a fair amount of the other Fantasy Flight games, like Arkham Horror and stuff like that, and also Cthulhu Wars, which is not Fantasy Flight games, I can't remember, Sandy Peterson or something like that, but either way, a couple of friends bought it, kickstarted it and stuff, and I mean, the bad thing is you need a truck to transport it to your gaming destination, but it's also a fantastically good looking and indeed well-designed game. But anyway, back to this. So you've got your old gods, so you've got Yig, you've got Tassagoch, which is, I think it's Welsh for rat creature, you've got which is the king in yellow. You've got Azathoth, and you've got Cthulhu, the classic, and then finally you've got Dark Pharaoh, which is actually the avatar of Nalriathratep. I think I've said that sort of correctly. And then you've got Ithaqua as well. Now, these three here are in-app purchases or DLC or whatever you would like to call them for the tablet version, so you have to get them separately. But for PC, it's all just in one go. Sadly, they haven't done any of the latest ones that you can buy for the board game, which I think is a bit of a shame. I think they sort of abandoned it, but it would be nice to see some other ones in here. But anyway, those three are slightly different from the original one, so we're going to go with Yig, which is the very easy one, because I haven't played this in quite a number of months, so I thought it would be quite good to relearn it, I guess. And then you have to select up to 4 investigators. Now, when I first played it, thought you had to pick total of 4. You don't. You can just say, I'm going to have 1 job done. But we're not going to do that. We're going to have 2. And I'm going to go firstly with Kate Winthrop, which has every character has a total sanity and health rating. If either of those goes to 0, characters get gone. So if that goes to 0, they die. If that goes to 0, they become insane. And the in-game effect is them just disappearing. They're gone. That's it for the rest of it. They have some starting items, and also they have an ability. So monsters cannot appear during Kate's turn. Additionally, she's immune to all terror effects. That's quite good. You've got a couple of other characters as well that are unlocked, as you can see, and the way you unlock these is via by winning the games on the 3 of them are DLC, I believe. Yeah, that's Cthulhu. That's the Dark Pharaoh, and that is Ithaqua, and that one is just complete the game. Yeah, Azathoth. Azathoth. Yeah, and you can see it's there anyway. I don't think they're really of any use. I mean, some of these are better than others. They're all decent in their own way, but I'm going to go for those 2 because that's my favourite characters, really. And we'll proceed to the museum. This bourbon substitute is quite Moorish, actually. Water. I'd recommend water. I drink a lot of water these days. Well, I have drunk for quite a while. So, Yig's serpentine minions are attempting to awaken him. You must seal away this father of serpents before his wrath is unleashed upon the world. Collect 10 elder signs. Okay, so the way we do that is by navigating around this very, very stained map, and we'll be doing different things. So we can have a quick look. So blood on the floor. So this thing, the way it works is you'll have a big pile of dice and you'll roll them, and you'll get different results, and you'll have to match these symbols up, and then if you complete it, you get whatever the rewards are. So the rewards for this are a clue token, I think that's a common item, and an elder sign. If you fail, you will lose 1 sanity and 1 health. So that's quite good. That's quite easy to do. This one, however, this is the Visiting Antiquarian and Antiquarian. Is that right? Antiquarian. Yeah, that's right. So, red and yellow glyphs are locked. That's bad. So that's a global effect. So, while this is in play, we can't use red and yellow glyphs. We need to get rid of that. If we pass this, then we gain a spell, I think. Is it spell? Or is it something like that? Hang on. Find for me. Entrance. Souvenir shop. That one. Something like that. There's something like that anyway. I know that this guy, when he gets one, he gains an additional one. But anyway, probably go with Kate, actually, because Kate's ability is monsters cannot appear during Kate's turn. She's immune to all terror effects. And these are terror effect, this one here. This has a terror effect, which is -1 sanity. So if we don't get it done, we lose sanity. But she can't suffer from those, so it's probably good to do that. And do I want to do this one to get rid of that? Yeah, let's try and get rid of that, because then we can use different glyphs. So you get a nice... all the art's very nice in this. In fact, I like the music as well. Some people say that actually the thing that lets this game down is the game, the game part of it, and I can't really disagree. It's I can understand what they mean, that it's quite a simple game. So we've got a load of symbols here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match up that one there, and then we get the well, if it's got a minus, you get whatever that is. So in this case, it was minus health. Now every time you roll, you'll either have to play or discard, and then as you roll, then you lose dice. Now, what I want to do, though, is I want to hold one of these glyphs. So I will hold that scroll there, because this requires a scroll and a skull. So if we re-roll, you can see we've got a scroll, is that a terror or something like that? I can't remember the names of them. As I said, it's been a while since I played it. But we've also got a skull and a 1 clue token, and then finally we've got my scroll that I kept. So if I didn't keep that, then I would have still been able to complete this like so, but it was just a good call to do anyway. So we've got this spell type token thing, and 2 red items, and then 2 like generic units of currency. It's what it is basically. And we've also completed that, and now we've got a green glyph locked, which is not good. So Dexter Drake's turn, we will go over to here, and we'll immediately try and get rid of this, because if we don't, then actually no, I'm not, because you can see that there, that is if I win, I'll get a clue token, spelly thing, and then a monster will appear, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all, because, well, monsters are bad, and also if I play it on Kate's turn, then she can happily get rid of that, and monsters can appear on her turn, so I'll do that way. So gift shop's okay. The records are not too bad. This one here this one has a 1, 2, 3. It's got it in sequence. There's one of the characters that can ignore that, but it's not this character, sadly. That is quite difficult to do. That one is even more difficult to do. We might... Which one? We want to do a very easy one, which is... One would hope the gift shop. So let's give it a go. So we'll see what we do. So we'll roll that away. And we need 3 there, so I'm going to have to go 2 and then 3. So these ones you can put on top of each other and it'll add up. The next one we will say, you know what, I'm going to hold that token there. We need 3 clues, and what I'm going to do, just to make sure, I'm going to play my red, my nameless cult book, and before conjuring, I'll get a red glyph essentially, and that's worked out because we can do that, and then boom, we completed it. So we gain the red one back, and then 1 generic unit of currency. Excellent. So it wasn't too bad. So it's about sort of risk management, not bleeding off your resources too heavily, that sort of thing. So I'm going to get Kate to go here, and we will see if we can get rid of this. Do you hear that? I don't know. So I'm going to play a red one because it's 3 skulls, and then we'll roll rate that. And we've got... this is good. So this one is obviously a skull. This one here, this means this can only happen on the red, so it's a wild select. 1 in 6 chance of you rolling this, and then you can just pick whatever glyph you want, which I'm going to pick that one. Then there's that one completed. Reroll for this, and we've got that one as well. So we're actually looking out quite a bit here. So as you can see, we've got no monsters, because no monsters can appear on her turn. We've got a clue token, we've got the magic item, and then we've got 2 generic units of currency. And there we go. Cool. Excellent. So you can see also on the left-hand side, this is ticking over this thing here, and you can hear the bong of the clock when it goes to next player's turn. Dong. And that means like it's like a day. It's not a day-night cycle actually. It's just you've got 4 turns, and then it goes to night, and then the night effect will happen, which is based sometimes on these things here, on the old gods, but also it can be on the what's around the map. So there might be like a night effect. So. Anyway, let's see what's in here. When night falls, that is probably quite difficult to do. That one is probably not overly difficult. This one is... Oh, that's quite good. So, no adventure effect if we pass or fail it. It's just we need 3 scrolls, and we get 2 clues. And also, we have a outer world spawn, essentially. So, gate to elsewhere. So I'm going to not play my red item and just roll and see if I can look out. Bad start. Nothing at all there. So what I'm going to do, I need to discard and then I'll re-roll. So here we go. And again, nothing again. That's bad. So what I'm going to do is discard. I'm going to play the red one here. And let's roll again. And we've got 1, so I'll do that. And then we'll roll again. And sadly nothing there. And we'll roll again, which is nothing there. I'm going to have to look out. So there's like a 1 in 12. Nah, that's failed it. Failed it. So once you've failed it, you will suffer the fail effect, which in this case was actually quite bad. It was increase the gold god track type thing. And it's going to be nighttime now, so let's see what the nighttime effect is. Bong! No mythos affected there, and it doesn't affect, I don't think it, does it affect Kate? Immune to terror effects, no, so it does affect Kate. And see this thing here? If that goes to full, essentially, which I believe is 8, we lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, that says 10 there though. I don't know what the 10 means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think if it goes to 8, we lose, essentially. Oh, no, sorry. We need 10 Elder Signs, but if they get... yeah, we need 10 Elder Signs to win. If they get 8 of that, then we lose. Anyway, so, okay, what can you do? Well, Becoming Other. That's quite good if we can do that. This one is... let's go... Let's see what we can do here. Let's risk it a bit. Oh, look at the art. It's creepy as hell, but it's really cool. So, roll... We have that and that. Reroll. We've got... Ooh. So, we've got 2, which we can go there, and we've got also 1 can go there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my clue token. And clue tokens allow you to reroll any number of glyphs. And I'm going to reroll that there. And roll. And it actually came out worse. Which is something I did not expect. So we're just going to have to get rid of 1. Now, when you get rid of a glyph, you can also store one. I'm going to store the skull so we can put that in there if we need to. And it's not worked out, so I'm going to do that. But we still store this one. I need 4, and perfect. That's what I was hoping for. And there we go. So we've got an Elder Sign, we've got a red thing, we've got a yellow thing, which is caster. You get both a red and yellow token, and some generic units of currency. By the way, generic units of currency can be spent at the entrance, the gift shop and things to get, well, I'll show you. I will just show you. I don't have to explain it. I can just show you. So clicky clicky, and then have a look at the entrance. So you can go to Lost and Found and spin this around, and you'll get a random thing. So it's either +1 spell, -1 sanity, +1 clue, +1 yellow item, -1 health, and +3 generic units of currency. Or you can just spend it. So you can just spend it. We currently got 1. So we can get a clue token if we want to. It does cost a turn to do this, to get one of those, so I'm not going to be doing that. So let's have a quick look. We want to go around and see if there's anything that gives us a lot of books. That gives us a book, and what else is there? That one, no, that one, that one, that one. That one's okay. We'll try that one. So if we fail this, then it's not great. You can actually click on these as well, and you can... actually, let's roll this one, because I want to check the art out. Now, sometimes there's a bit of different art when you click on it. So anyway, so we need one of those and one of those. Job done. Reroll, and we gain 1, but we don't get another one. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll store that one. So this is going to be risky. 1 in 6 chance of it working out, and it did! Jackpot! I looked out there. I really did look out. You can see I've got more... I've got more of those spells because of the way this character works. Oh, we've got a nighttime effect. We have got a nighttime effect, and we've got an otherworld effect as well. Let me just check here. I think I made a mistake at the start when I was explaining. Yes, sorry. When you gain one of those spells, yes, it is called spells. They are called spells. You gain an additional spell. So if you gain 2, you don't gain 4. You just gain an additional spell. So we've got a nighttime effect. So at midnight, a monster appears if we don't get rid of it. If we do get rid of it, then we get an Elder Sign. Clue token. No monsters can appear because it's her turn. And we get a decent item. So I'm going to see if I can power through this one. And that's all freaky. Although, to be fair, it's Cthulhu, so I shouldn't have to say that. So we're going to fire up both of these, and we'll give ourselves the best chances we can. And it didn't work out, but, you know, we can start going for this one. Roll that away. And actually, I'm going to get rid of the yellow. And the reason I'm getting rid of the yellow is I don't think the yellow can roll a one of those. I know the red can't either, but it can get the 1 in 6 chance of getting the pick any one you want ability. So I'm just going to keep rolling, and that's what I wanted. So 1, 2, and then we will pick that one there. Is there any art on this one if I click on it? No. Sometimes you get a little bit of art on it. So we'll say that one, that one, boom. And then we get an Elder Sign, no monsters, and then all of the other gear as well. Cool. So you can't be too stingy. If you do that, then you'll find yourself in a fair amount of trouble very quickly. Obviously, the advantage of having multiple characters is that you can use different abilities and things like that. The disadvantage is that your items are split along all the characters, which is why I prefer to play Dexter or a couple of other characters. In fact, I've used Kate to complete the games as well, because they are very universal. They generally have effects that are not specific. A lot of the powerful effects have very specific requirements and timings, and they're not great if you're just running a one-person investigating team. Now, another top tip here as well. You can see on the left-hand side, we've got the timer almost going on to nighttime. So if I do one of these and complete it, it'll draw another one, put it on the table. That could be a problem because it could be a nighttime effect and then it'll kick in. But if you do the Outer World ones, then you won't get it. This one is very, very good. It's got a terror effect, which is -1 sanity, which is if you don't... A terror effect is if you roll one of these and you don't complete these, you will gain that terror effect, which is -1 sanity. Not too problematic at the moment. Fail it, -2 health. Pass it, we gain 2 clue tokens, gain an Elder Sign, and reduce the threat type thing. That's going to be quite difficult with what I've got, although I could... Do I want to risk it? No, I don't. I don't think I do. So I'm going to, against my better judgment... actually, do I have any... I do have the ability to go and get 2 more of those. Remember, he gets double when he draws, so I might as well do that. Kate's turn, but it'll be nighttime effect first. There you go. And bong, next turn, or rather nighttime effect. It's called Doom, not Threat. And we've also summoned a monster because that's what it shows on the card here. There you go. So when it gets there, it's Doom, Doom, Monster, Doom, 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 dead. So monsters appeared here, and sometimes the monsters will overtake an area, and sometimes they'll just add on top of it. In this case, they've just added on top of it. So I really want to use Kate to get this Otherworld one out. The Plateau of Leng, which actually looks quite nice, but it won't be. It just won't be. Right, so we'll get ourselves a red glyph and see what we can do. So immediately looked out 1, 2, 3. There we go. Bang, done. I will also store one of these and then roll. We need a scroll. Didn't work out, so we'll roll again. We got a scroll, and there we go. 1, 2, and that's that completed. So we've got Elder Sign, -1 Doom, 2 clue tokens, and 2 generic units of currency, which will take us to quite a bit actually for Kate. Anyway, Dexter, his turn. We've got a couple of items we can use, or one item we can use here, which that one is increase your health to full, which we don't need to. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can get rid of this. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Get rid of this thing here. So, the reason I'm doing that is because I can roll, and I can either use that to get rid of him, or I can say, you, get rid of a mob, you're gone. Monster gone, you're getting the reward. Then what I'm going to do is use this to select that glyph, and then turn it into another skull, which we can go skull, skull, done. And I gain 2 back, which is the one I've just used, and also summon a portal to another area. Excellent. I tell you what, this bourbon substitute's going down quite quick. So, right, we will... Kate. Terror, discard all glyphs. This is very good, though. Oh, we're going to go for that one. It's very good. Ooh, weird art as well. I know I've said that a lot. So, like I say, you can click on these and you do get some different art. I can't use... Oh, this is going to be quite difficult. Actually, it's impossible. I've messed it up. It's impossible. Because... Oh, no, we can go 3, 6, 7, 1, 1. It's almost impossible. It's very close to impossible. The reason for that is because we need at least go 3, 3, 1 for the clue tokens, which we've got one of those. Yeah, we're going to have to be very, very careful. So we're going to re-roll all of these. There we go. And we still didn't get what we wanted. I'm going to re-roll again. 1, 2, 3. And... Oh my good grief. Right, we're going to have to do it again. So... Damn it, blast. Okay, so we're going to have to get rid of that. I'm going to store the 3. And I'm going to store those 2 for later on. Yep, there's that. That's what we wanted. And it will be very, very unlucky to fail this now. But this has to be a 1, 2, or a 3. We can't star it. There's a 50-50 chance of it going right. Damn it. Didn't go right. Okay, fail the adventure. So, -2 sanity. There you go. Didn't work out. Just didn't work out. So, Dexter. Where's Kate? Which one was she at? She was at... there. No, what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to use this to gain an... out... like a... portal type thing. And this is... relay? Relay? It's the... I think it's like something like the portal of Cthulhu or something. I don't really know much about that. Right, so... that might not be terrible to do. Let's try that. So we can store a lot of glyphs. So, nothing to play. Roll that off. We need 2. Straight away, job done. We will roll again. We need 3, which is there. We will then store this one here, and then we'll roll, and then job done. Yeah. It is obviously a bit annoying to do something that you think shouldn't fail, and you fail, and then you do other ones which should fail, or it's very high risk, and then you do it very easily. But it's risk management. It's risk management. You have to weigh it up. So, no midnight effect other than the Yiggs Mythos, which is +1 Doom, +1 Monster, and the monster's going to go over there. And... ooh, if you defeat those, that's bad. Defeat those, and they will give you an extra Doom, so we don't want to do that. Certainly not. However, over here, we've got... and that's the same thing. Definitely don't want to do that. Actually, how come there's a serpent at Cthulhu's, like, little island? That wouldn't go down well with him. Anyway, what else should we... what should we play? That's no... what we're trying to do is... oh, she's got 10... I was going to say she's got 10 generic insecurity. We'll just buy an Elder Sign. So we're halfway there to winning. Halfway there. Now the question, does he have... yes, he has Destroy Monster, which is good. And I think we will... you know what? We're gonna try and... we're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. So what we need to do is we will roll rate that off, and then we will immediately destroy the monster. Now because we're destroying it this way, it doesn't... we don't get that effect of... increasing the doom. Now this is well, not too bad. We need we need 2 scrolls. We've got 2 scrolls. We need a skull. We got a skull. So we just need to re-roll then these here and hopefully get... we didn't get it. We'll re-roll. 1, 2, 3. Didn't get it. Damn it. Okay, didn't work. So we'll have to get rid of one of those. We will store that, and then we'll store that, and we're just gonna have to look out. Damn it, damn it, damn it, it's not gonna work out. 1 in 12. Actually, it's not 1 in 12 because it's 2 dice and dice don't have memory, so yeah, if we failed it. Ah, well, failed. So that is -2, -2. Yeah. Okay. Back to Kate. Bing bong. Probably go for this one. Anything that's got Mythos effect is always useful, and we're going to have to do that, which is a shame. Can't store anything. And... oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, look, I'm 1 off. That's a shame. Yeah, it looks like we're going to fail that. Alright then, what's the fail effect? -1 sanity. That's bad because she's on 1 sanity now. Goes to 0, goes insane. Oh yeah, that's bad. I'm probably playing this really terribly, but like I say, I haven't played in quite some time. I'm going to use this... ooh, whiskey. Don't feel any more sane. Right, so, what else do we need to do? Has he got anything to spend? He's got 5 to spend. We're going to get another spell. Nighttime effect. I hope the Mythos effect is not -1 sanity for all members, because it can be that. And if so, then one of them dies. +2 doom. Oh dear. That's not great. And that might cause monsters to spawn. No, it's not, but they're halfway there to winning. So back over to Kate, which we are going to send here. And... no, we're just going to risk it. Oh, if we fail that, we just gain -1. -1 heart. What is that called? Health. That's it. Health. I'm going to use this to convert that over to the scroll, and we'll get rid of that. And then we just need 6 in here, which is not the case. Roll again, which is not the case. So we're going to fail it again. Unless... look. 1 off. Give me a break, game. There you go. Well, I think you get the idea of the game. This is pretty much what it's about. You go through, you try to complete it. I don't know if I'm going to continue on with this game because I'm doing fairly terrible. I'll use this to increase their sanity to max. And I'll use that to increase their health to max, to be quite honest. And can't really do that one. Don't really want to do that one. Would like to do that one, but it is... we'll give it a go. Sometimes you just have to risk it and look out. And are we going to look out? Straight away? No. No, we have not. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to store that. I'm going to store that. So we need either 1 scroll or 1 of those tokens, and it's not worked out. So thanks, game. Oh, we got that. Okay, 1 in 6 chance of it working. Nah. And bang, there you go. There's another -2 of each one. Almost dead. But yeah, you get the idea. That is a bit of Elder Sign Omens. Really wish they would add the other expansions in this, but I think it's pretty much gone now. But yeah, I quite like it. I play it on tablet more than I do PC, although it does sound and look better on PC, naturally. But, you know, it is what it is. I quite enjoy it. I can understand if some people don't, but... there you go. Links in the description, so if you want to check it out, you can. I'm not going to continue with this save because, quite honestly, I'm doing terribly, but at least I'm back into it. I'm also used to just playing one character. I do like playing the game with just one character, but, you know, I guess it's made so that, you know, if you want to have multiple ones and, you know, pretend there's other people there, then you can do as well. Anyway, as always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.